Hello and welcome to another live video from me. I'm Lucy Brand, founder of the Mystic Ministry and the Sensual Supper Club and lucy-brand.com. And today I'm going to be talking about light language, which is just, for me, it's revolutionary. I love it. So I just want to share with you a little bit about what it is. It's just amazing, and it's massively speeded up the healing timelines for all my clients and for myself. So I'm going to talk into a bit of that. So stay tuned if you're curious. If you're curious about what I do as well and how I do it, this will give you some insight. Light language is just one flavor of what I do, because I have quite a lot of experience, and so I take different things from different places like that I've learned and I've experienced over the years, and I channel as well. So have shamanic elements, I have all kinds of elements, energy works, different practices and stuff. But if you would like to have a private session with me and clear those energetic blocks, clear those mindset blocks, and clear those body blocks, because they're in our bodies. It's a holistic approach. You can't just work on your mind. You need to work on it all, because even if you might have let go in your head or moved on in your head or forgiven in your head, then that trauma might still be in your body and on an energetic level, and that's why it's not working. And you're like, I'm trying everything, but it's still not working. It's because we need to change the stories. We need to hit reset on a mind, body, and energetic level, not just on a mind level. And also the mind is, the mind is logic. The mind is masculine and the body's feminine. And so it's a dance between the two. We've all got masculine and feminine, and it's about blending the two so that you can be both parts. And so it's taking a holistic approach. Okay, so back to today's topic. One of my favorites. What is light language? Okay, so light language is a language, but it doesn't necessarily come in words like the English language, like I'm speaking now. It comes in sounds, and it comes in energy really. So you don't actually have to understand what the other person is saying, the facilitator, because it's actually all about feeling. And from my understanding, the new paradigm, so I talk about this quite a lot, we've gone from the old paradigm, which is the Piscean age, which was all about hierarchy, patriarchy, competition. And we've gone into the new paradigm. We're in it now, but we're in the beginning of it, but it's a massive change for us, a massive planetary shift for us as well, into love, into unity, into compassion, into collaboration. It's a different frequency. It's a different way of being. And hence the kind of unrest around the world at the moment, on very different levels. So in the new paradigm, it's all about feeling, and it's a lot more feminine, the new paradigm, and it's about being in your body more, and uniting, and just listening to your body more. And it's really exciting. I think it's very, very exciting, this new paradigm, this new way of being, because it's all about compassion and unity, which is what I've been championing for a long time. So it is all about feeling. This new paradigm is about feeling. So if you think about love, the word love, my experience of love is going to be completely different to anyone else's experience of love. And then you have love between mum and daughter, for example. You have love between partners. You have love between siblings. You have love between friends. And that one word, love, describes all of those different feelings. And feelings change, yeah? So energy, again, energy, emotions are energy in motion. And that's what happens when we get blocks, is we have a shock or we get trauma, and that energy gets trapped in our body. And it's usually lower vibrational, which stops us vibrating at a higher level, love, bliss, joy, fun, where all our desires hang out. So with energy and emotions, it being fluid, it's moving always. And so the thing is, it's the same with love or anything really. we put a label on things, and sometimes I really struggle with that, because I've had people in the past, I've gone to see healers and shamans and all kinds of people, and they'll say, oh, do you practice this? And I'm like, I don't know what that is. And then they'll explain it to me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I do that. It's just I don't put labels on a lot of things. So that's why it's so beautiful. This new way of being, this new paradigm is about feeling. It's all about feeling. And then it changes. So light language, again, when I will speak light language, what I say, if I say I love you in light language today, it's a feeling, and it will sound different today to what it will tomorrow, because it's ever evolving and it's ever moving. It's not static like logic language, like the word love. So I hope that makes sense. If you've got any questions, then please put them in the comments, because I'm more than happy to answer them. I can talk all day about this kind of stuff. So back to light language, it's a feeling. And what tends to happen is the person facilitating it will channel. So we tend to channel from spirit, or tend to channel from higher consciousness beings. So what I mean by that is they don't really like a hierarchy, but if we're going to look at it in terms of something to maybe understand, we have source at the top, and then we have angels. This is obviously my understanding, other people's could be different. And then we have what we call galactic beings, and then humans are kind of a bit further down, because our consciousness isn't that expanded compared to other people in the universe, other beings, sorry, in the universe, not people. So higher consciousness, so these are more advanced beings. They are actually versions of ourselves, but that's going to be a bit more mind-bending for now. So these higher conscious beings that we channel, you can channel, you might have heard of star seeds, so you can channel different races. So for me personally, I channel a race called the Arcturians, which are galactic beings, and they're the healers of the universe, if you like, and they're very spiritual, and they also have the most advanced technology, which is really interesting. So what happens is I channel them, and I speak in the sounds and energy, and because I see things, I get visions, so when I'm speaking it and I'm seeing, I actually see my clients' whole DNA. I see even down to the atoms sometimes, and they show me and guide me which parts need healing, which parts need to release and let go of things. And the thing with light language is it's the highest frequency I've ever channeled. Okay, so I talk about the frequency scale a lot, and that's why I think that it's the same as chakras. In my other video I did about chakras. So for me, chakras are infinite. It doesn't just end at the crown chakra, it goes all the way up into source, into the universe, all these chakras that plug you in to the we are one, the universe. And going the same way, so the root chakra at the bottom of your spine, we have chakras that go from our root chakra all the way down into Mother Earth, into Gaia. So we're completely connected spiritually, energetically, constantly, all the time. And then the flow of energy flows through our human body. And when it's not flowing right, that's when we can experience challenges and difficulties in health, spirituality, well, all the places. So with this flow of energy coming through you, the light language, it comes through you, or it does for me, and then I speak it and I share it, and then I change things up energetically. And because it's the highest frequency I've ever channeled, it facilitates transformation and healing like that. And there's my clients that with light language, there's no challenging, there's no difficulty. So what I mean by that is, when we talk about stuff, or when we say the same stories, or we talk about experiences that were painful, every time we do that, we have to relive it. And we're also telling the same story again. We're not moving on from it. We're not creating a new vibration or creating a new way of being. Yeah, we can get quite stuck in our stories that aren't supportive or benefiting to us. So what light language does is it comes in and it releases all those lower vibrational experiences, and then heals and replaces them with the higher frequency of love and light, which is what light language is, and that's the highest frequency that we have. And then yeah, and it's just miraculous. It's amazing. And I've channeled lots of frequencies. I've worked with them all, like so a lot of shamanic frequencies. That's where I started out many years ago. The thing with the shamanic frequencies I found is they're more earthbound because it's here. It's more about shamanic frequencies, it's more about nature and plants. And they are needed because, like in my chakra video I mentioned, we have chakras which represent sort of the sky from our throat upwards, so the third eye and the crown chakra. And then we have chakras which represent the grounding and the earth from our throat chakra all the way down to our root. And we're a balance. You know, any text that you look at, anything like that, we're a balance between spirit and human, between source and human. Yeah, and it's about balancing these two and getting them to work together in harmony to create the life that you want. So with the light language, it's brilliant. It speeds it up because it's such a high frequency. You don't have, it doesn't take as long because it's transformed like that because of the high frequency. But then sometimes afterwards we do need the lower frequencies to ground us, because the more grounded you are, the higher you can go in terms of frequency and consciousness, because you're still rooted here to planet Earth. So when you speak light language, for me, I'm channeling Arcturians, and they will just, I have a council of 8, and they will just share with me what I need to do, how my client needs healing, and the client doesn't have to understand at all. Their only job in this is to receive the words, receive the language. And it's really beautiful. And every practitioner has their own style, if you like. So for me, mine's very giggly. Like, I will giggle a lot, and it's very light, and it's very love and light, basically. But as different people have different styles. So if you're interested in this more, then I do have some videos on light language, and I do have where I'm speaking light language. I might do another one another day, but that's not for today. But yeah, if you have any questions, then please let me know in the comments, because I'm more than happy to answer them. But light language for me is one of the most powerful transformative forms of healing that there is out there in the entire universe, not just here on planet Earth. So if you get the opportunity to experience it, then I really would. Okay, that's it for me today, lovelies. I shall see you in the next video, and I'm sending you all the love. Bye for now.